Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Low Cost Boss. Today I got a tabletop review for you guys for a new piece of my EDC. It's pretty cool. Let's get into it. Let's open it up together. Alright, so this is the Taurus company. I'm sure a lot of you are pretty familiar with it, but Taurus is a Brazilian company, started out in Brazil, and they moved to the U.S., moved a factory over to Florida, and they had the Florida factory for quite a while, and then they've recently, as of 2019, moved from Florida to Bainbridge, Georgia. So that's pretty cool. A lot of the Taurus, pieces, guns, etc., do come from Brazil from time to time, but this gun specifically is made, manufactured, and put together in Bainbridge, Georgia, which is pretty neat. So let's get into this. Let's see here. ATF. Gross. We don't do that around here. Alright. There it is. This is a 22 LR. It's kind of like the old Bobcat. Taurus, a long time ago, made another tip-up barrel just like this one. That's that. Barrel tips up. They made one, and it didn't do very well, and it was discontinued, and they have recently released this a couple years ago. It's a 9-shot, double action. Let's see if you guys can get a real close look at that there. Sights are a high-vis orange, pretty deep rear sight. It's pretty nice. You can see the whole picture, so that's pretty neat. Magazine drop here. Let's see how the magazine does. It come out. Oh, falls right out of there. Look at that. Like it to be a little more snappy, but it's not bad. The bottom base plate is a little wiggly. I'm going to do some research and see what's up with that, if that's the base plate or if I need to send it in to get it fixed. Who knows? It's got a real deep beaver tail on the back there, but that's just to keep you from having your hand up top and having the slide come back and cut in your hand. But you know what? This gun really fills the hand very nicely. It's small, but it's got a good full-size handle. I can get all 4 of my fingers down here, and that's pretty nice. A lot of these smaller pocket pistols, you can only have about 2 fingers, and your pinky's usually always left down here to just kind of hang out. So that's really nice. The actuation to use the tip-up barrel is super smooth. Maybe a pound of pressure. It's not really all that difficult, so that's nice. Racking back the slide, it can also rack back. That's pretty heavy. I mean, it's got some super deep serrations right here to grab onto, so it makes it a little easier, but that is a pretty heavy rack, which is probably why they come with a tip-up. So you fill the mag, and then you put 1 round here, and you close it, and then you don't have to rack it. You can just shoot it, and it works from there. So that's pretty nice. And as you can see here, it's made in the USA. Taurus 22 Tuck, Bainbridge, Georgia. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got in here. Always comes with the gun lock. A lot of people throw these out, but yeah, I keep them. I've always found a use for a lock in some way, shape, or form, even if it's not on my gun. It's never bad to have an extra lock around. Little coupon. Taurus looking out. It doesn't come with 2 magazines. It comes with 1. So, get on the website and get another one probably next paycheck. Look at that. It comes with a snap cap. Snap caps are really nice. A lot of people are pretty scared to dry fire their handguns, even though, today handguns are made to be able to dry fire. They know people are going to do it. But that goes right in there. Snap it down. And you can pull the trigger until you don't want to pull it no more. It's pretty nice. The trigger pull is pretty heavy. I'd say maybe around 10 pounds of trigger pull. So that's nice. Manual. Let's get into that. Usually I read these just to see what's going on here. Let's see. Usually they'll have a recommended ammunition type somewhere in here. Specs. 22 LR, black matte finish, polymer, hammer fired, double action trigger, DOA, fixed sights. So overall length is 5 inches, width is 1 inch, overall height 4.3 inches, barrel length 2.5 inches, and unloaded is a little over 10 ounces, so that's pretty cool, and it's a 9+1 capacity. Here it is. Recommended ammunition. So they recommend the Ely Club Ammo, CCI Standard, CCI Stingers, Remington Thunderbolt. Now that's interesting because Remington Thunderbolts for me are probably kind of like the bottom of the barrel ammunition. They're like 6 cents around. Usually you get a lot of duds. So we're going to have to mess with that. Blazer and Winchester Super X. Alright. So, oh yeah, and you can't forget Taurus has a lifetime warranty. They have pretty good customer service. I've never had any problems with Taurus's customer service, especially now that they moved to Bainbridge. It's pretty quick. So all together here, can't give you exact prices because YouTube does not like that. But what I can say is that the firearm and all this ammunition, 400 rounds of 22 LR CCI standard velocity. I spent just a hair under $350. Now $350 for a gun and enough ammunition to break it in and work out the corks, that is very low. That is very reasonable. I got this mainly because I needed a pocket pistol. You know, carrying around the 9mm, like I said, it's heavy, man. It's heavy. You know, you want to wear gym shorts or pajamas, and it just weighs you down, and you can't wear them. You got to get like a belly band or something silly like that. So I want to invest in a nice pocket pistol, something that, you know, I don't have a reason not to take it around anymore. This is going to definitely be on my EDC, my everyday carry. I'm going to carry this every day, everywhere I go. You put it on and you forget that it's there almost. And yeah, I can already hear it now, 22 LR. You know, everyone thinks that that's, you know, sissy stuff and it isn't going to work. But from experiences, I can tell you that if you can kill a deer with a 22 long rifle, you can definitely defend yourself with a 22 long rifle. And another thing is the 22 ammunition and firearms have increased greatly over the past 10 years. We have seen some amazing things come from the ammunition as far as Federal Punch, CCI's Uppercut, CCI Stingers. Let's see here, I got another one in here that I just got to not too long ago. I had some credit. These Aguila Interceptors, you know, they've come a long way with ammunition and firearms, and I don't think that there is a reason for someone not to feel comfortable carrying around a 22 pocket pistol. There are a lot of people out there with arthritis, one hand, you know, surgeries, etc., and they can't pull back the action of a 9mm. They can't handle, you know, the snap of a 9mm, and that's where I think that this 22 should really be able to fill in for someone out there that isn't comfortable with something so snappy, or they just can't actuate, you know, a full-size 9mm handgun. All you got to do is load the magazine, pop it in, tip the barrel. Oh, there goes our snap cap. Drop your round in there, close it up, and you're good to go. You can fire. It's just a really, really nice, super convenient little pocket pistol that I am very happy and very excited to carry around every single day. Now, something else that I got with it is this little conceal carry holster. This can be in the pocket or it can be in your waistband. It doesn't really matter. This company is here in the United States. They're out of Arkansas. So I like to buy things here in the United States if I can. And what's really cool is that the 22 Tuck is made in Bainbridge, Georgia. I love that. And the CCI is actually made here in Idaho, in Lewiston, Idaho. It's a home brand, you know. I live here in Idaho, down in the southern end of Idaho, and I, you know, like to buy local, like to buy American. CCI. It's about as local and American as you can get here in Idaho. I think that just about wraps everything up. Love this pistol. Let's check this out a little bit here. Let's go a little further. Now, this is supposed to be for a Ruger LCP. Taurus 22 is fairly new, so there isn't a whole lot out there. But I mean, if it fits all Taurus LCP holsters, hard holsters, light holsters. It'll pretty much fit in all of them. It won't fit in the LCP Max holsters though. But it fits just fine. Super nice, super light. I love this thing. I'm super excited to have it. For $350 for a brand new firearm with all the ammunition to go with it, you can't go wrong. You absolutely cannot go wrong. And if you got the money and you can spend a little extra, I highly recommend these CCI Stingers. These are wonderful. They shoot really nice, very, very consistent. I haven't had a failure with the CCI Stingers yet, and so I'm very confident in CCI Stingers. These are an amazing ammunition. But, you know, in all honesty, $350. You got they say 200 to break in the firearm, 200 to get it all actuated and moving smoothly. So that leaves you with another 200 to work out any corks. You know, rimfire pistols of all kinds, whether it's a full-size pistol, pocket pistol, you know, they're going to have some issues breaking in. You can't just take this pistol and put ammunition in it and then, you know, call it good. That's not very wise. I know I'm not really a super big fan of break-in either. I think if I get a gun, I think it should just shoot. I think it should just shoot and do its job. But, you know, break-in period. So, 200 for break-in, 200 for working out corks, one holster. Altogether, this is about $370. $370 is a good price for me with the holster and the ammunition. I can't complain. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to take this out to the range and do some filming for you guys, and we're gonna break this in together and work out all the corks together. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Alright, so that does it for another video. This is Low Cost Boss 94. I'm really happy you guys all came here to watch my show, and you know what's at the bottom. Go ahead.